You are cruising in your diesel truck, pulling a heavy load, when out of nowhere your check engine light glares at you, and the exhaust starts dumping a thick cloud of black smoke. You pull over, scan the system, and find code P20DA, which tells you the exhaust aftertreatment fuel supply control circuit has a high voltage condition. Modern diesel engines are absolute torque monsters, but they rely on a highly complex selective catalyst reduction system to keep those emissions clean. This system uses a dedicated high-pressure pump to inject diesel exhaust fluid directly into your exhaust stream, dramatically lowering the harmful nitrogen oxide gases. When your powertrain control module detects that the electrical circuit controlling this crucial fluid supply pump has a voltage reading that is much higher than the normal operating parameters, it immediately triggers this code. This is a severe issue, because if your truck cannot inject that fluid, it will eventually force your engine into a brutal limp mode, drastically cutting your power to protect the environment. Your first diagnostic step should always be a thorough visual inspection of the wiring harness that runs underneath the vehicle to the fluid tank and pump. These wires are constantly bombarded by road debris, water, and freezing temperatures, making them highly susceptible to damage. You are looking for pinched wires, melted insulation from a hot exhaust pipe, or a connector that is packed full of green corrosion. If the external wiring looks completely pristine, you need to test the power supply and ground circuits at the pump using a digital multimeter. A high voltage code often means there is a direct short to power, where a 12-volt wire has rubbed bare and is touching the pump signal wire. If the power and ground circuits check out fine with the circuit loaded, the internal electronics of the supply pump itself have likely shorted out. Do not forget to test the fuel pump relay as well, because a sticking relay can constantly send full battery voltage to the pump even when the computer is telling it to shut off. Also, make sure the diesel exhaust fluid reservoir is actually full of clean fluid, because running that high-pressure pump completely dry can easily cause it to overheat and short out internally, leaving you stranded on the side of the highway.